A writer for an important national magazine wrote in one of his articles something that led us to reflect on the life we lead. He wrote that it might not even be true. Perhaps history doesn't prove the fact, but it's an excellent idea. In ancient Rome, when a general returned from a victorious campaign abroad, a grand procession was held through the city. The people would take to the streets to watch the triumphant parade of the victorious commander and honor the greatness he brought to the homeland. It was the highest honor a Roman citizen could aspire to. But to achieve this, he must have worked hard for Rome. He must have killed at least 5,000 enemy soldiers in combat. He had to show the defeated chiefs who paraded behind his chariot. He must have faced an army at least equivalent to his own. And, above all, he had to bring his troops back home because a leader is responsible for those he leads. However, the Romans, who went down in history as symbols of pride, paradoxically held personal modesty in high regard. So, how to receive all this honor, parade victoriously through the crowd like a king, be hailed as the great triumphant, and not become filled with arrogance? This is where the great idea appears. Right behind the victorious general, in the same chariot pulled by 4 horses that he drove, was a slave. From time to time, he would whisper in the triumphant's ear, "Memento mori." That is, remember that you will die one day. Surely, nothing better to lower the arrogance of any high authority who begins to think of themselves as the best, the greatest. Remember that you will die one day. This is the reflection that, from time to time, it would be opportune for us to allow ourselves. We are not immortal in the flesh, although some, anticipating new and surprising conquests of medical science, proclaim that the day will come when we will no longer die. It would be tragic and tedious. Immortal only as spirits, we enter a body, live, produce, leave it, return to the great home of spirituality, and come back to the world stage. This is called dynamism and renewal. But remembering that we will end one day, that our occasional enemies will also die, that everything passes, is a healthy measure. Nothing is permanent on earth. Ordinary matters pass: power, human authority, physical life. What is today, tomorrow may no longer be. Thus reflecting, we will not cling to pretended positions, fortunes, or petty interests. Everything is transitory on earth. Today we hold the position, tomorrow it will be in other hands. Today we command hundreds of people, tomorrow these same people may be attending our funeral. Let's think. Only the spirit is immortal. Only spiritual goods are those we can take with us through the lives. Therefore, let's sow goodness, do our best as if today were our last day in this world. Let's love, embrace, do our best because tomorrow may surprise us in the fields of spirituality. There will be another reality, another time. Let's think about this.